Okay guys, now we're going to work on L and L, those two sounds. L is a pretty common error. Most of the times kids will say W instead of L, so it might be wamp instead of a lamp, a ball, where they just kind of drag out that vowel sound instead of making an L for ball. So the cue that I give kids, there's two ways you can do L. You can do it where you touch the tongue behind your teeth, similar to what you would do for T or D, or you can do it where you touch the tongue tip to the bottom of your front teeth, which is, for kids having a harder time understanding it, the best visual cue to give them. But like our other sounds that are kind of inside our mouth, sometimes you need something like a tongue depressor or a toothette, a toothbrush if you're at home, those kinds of things to help them feel where that sound should be. So the tongue depressor, I might gently scrape on the tip of the tongue and then tap right here and say, put those two together. Oh. Or I might touch behind the teeth if that's what we're trying for. Here, put the tongue tip there. Oh. You do the same thing with the toothette, same thing with the toothbrush. Just give them that tactile cue, that cue that they can feel inside of their mouth. One thing that once we start with L, a lot of kids will try to do this. They'll go, like. And we don't really make that when we talk. We don't have that long oh sound there. So I'll say, okay, go ahead and get your tongue up and get it ready. Then we're going to move it quick, like this. Like. And I'll use this kind of cue, like, to let them know that they're going to bring that tongue down quickly. Same thing for L if it's at the end of words. It's not ball, right? See, when they bring their tongue down, they get that sound. We don't want that. We don't say that when we talk, when we end with an L on our words. So I'll tell them, okay, we're going to put our tongue up to end the word. Then we're going to turn our voice off. And then we let our tongue down. Ball. And then the tongue comes down. Ball. And then the tongue comes down. TH. Totally different sound, but kind of in the same realm. It's pretty easy to teach, pretty easy for them to see, actually. It's just stick your tongue between your teeth and let that air blow out gently. But the thing with TH, unlike the other pairs we've talked about, like K and G and T and D, where you have a different, it's written a different way, like K, G, totally different digraphs. TH is written the same way, but we can still turn our voice on and get a different sound, but we still write it the same way. So if sometimes when you're working with kids and it's got words written down that they're supposed to do, it can be just a little bit confusing, but we can do TH like this. And we can turn our voice on and go, Vv. It's the difference between bath and bathe. Our tongue did the same thing, just turned our voice on. When we spell it, we use a TH for both. So when you get up to with kids who can spell and read, it can be just a little bit tricky that way. But for our purposes of teaching them just how to say those sounds, you're just going to say to them, okay, we're going to stick our tongue between our teeth and let the air flow out. And for those sounds that are needed, we'll say, and we're going to turn our voice on. Bath, think, thought, this. And so I usually just kind of point to my tongue coming out between my teeth if kids are having a little bit of a hard time with it. But it's kind of one of those that's a little bit easier for kids to see. So nothing too difficult there. But please let me know if you have any questions and I'll try to help you out.